Hello, and welcome to Gardening Through Art. I'm Elise with Joyful Plant. I help artists authentically craft sustaining brands with my Gardening Through Art course. Today, we're making leaf rubbings. Let's get started. The theme for the first pillar is prepare. As we create space to make art, we also cultivate ourselves as artists. We create a safety that allows our spirit to create an alignment with nature. When we look at a plant, it contains infinite information through cells, and it can be hard to know where to begin. Making art is much like following nature. We use leaf rubbings to simplify the shape and texture so we know what to observe. Using crayons, copy paper, and flat leaves, we find an entry point to understand where to begin our process. Cultivating an artist's eye creates ecological meaning. When we know where to focus, we can put energy into what is important to us. This exercise is simple enough that people of almost any age and ability can create beautiful art in seconds. It also creates a full file of information for the artist. When we prepare for gardening through art, we consider who we are and why we're here. We team up with nature in a way that we honor plants as a process. We learn about ourselves as we explore their infinite wisdom and beauty. We see beauty as an expression of health and an expression of spirit. Through observation, we notice the very fine, detailed, intricate textures that are created by the information of the plant. First, we put a flat leaf under a thin piece of paper. We can hold it so it doesn't move around. Then, using the broad side of a crayon, we can begin in the center and start to bring out some of the textural information onto the paper. For an artist, this can preserve seasonal botanicals to be able to take the impressions into the winter to see what the leaves look like, even when that information is not available. Because we are just preparing, we will start with an intention. I encourage you to look at a plant and then for a moment, close your eyes and try to imagine all of the details. When you open your eyes again, you observe it in a new way. All creation starts with imagination. We'll use this bamboo to create a bit of a collage. Your leaf rubbings can introduce your day to a very simple technique to preserve the nature of that very moment. That means that we can come to the inspiration later. Just like people, every plant will have different types of impressions. This process is intended to loosen and open us to observation. Studying nature allows infinite growth among humans, as well as our ability to use the wisdom that nature offers every day. We then will be able to work closer together with nature as stewards, whether that's in our gardens or by the choices we make And as artists, we are constantly looking for new inspiration, which is prolific all around us. There are no rules for how you create your art, as long as you keep yourself and everyone safe. So when we once looked at a piece of a leaf that looks very complex, once we put it under paper and allow a simplification, we're able to explore the simple beauty that helps us with continual inspiration. This is particularly useful for gardeners, as you might create a garden journal that shows you exactly which plants are around you. And in this case, we will use it to set an intention. So once we have a simple leaf rubbing collage, let's go back to our intention. You might look at the same plant and imagine what you would like your experience to be in gardening through art. What is your most healthy and beautiful expression of your spirit? And how can that be created? And then we think of one anchor word. And I think today, mine will be fun. So even in crayon, we can create beautiful art that helps preserve our inspiration as artists. It helps connect our community, and it helps us understand the beauty of nature. The observation allows us to imagine the plant and imagine our own superpowers, inviting us to harness the energy of nature. Thank you for joining us, and next time we will explore line drawing with gardening through art.